चलिए, सो लास्ट क्लास हम लोग नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कर रहे थे, राइट? So we will do few more problems and then we move towards partnership accounting, right? So NPO is also accountable. We have learned that, right? And it's a not profit making organization जहाँ पे social objective रहता है, उसको fulfill करने के लिए हम लोग उसको चलाते हैं, right? So it is basically run by a group of members who annually contribute something जिसको अपने subscription बोलते हैं. They also seek some donations from public, right? Which they utilize for meeting out the daily expenses, which they utilize for the social objective for which it is created, right? So NPO is also accountable to its members, right? It is also accountable to government as to whatever they have collected, they have used it for that purpose or not, right? The government will see whether any kind of benefit is given to the member directly or not. It should be given to the purpose for which it is created, like just for BCCI. It should not be utilized for any of the secretaries or the president or the vice president, right? It should be utilized for cricket in India. Say, for example, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, they are here to carry out accounts profession. So it should be utilized solely for the benefits of the students and the members. Agar koi treasurer, if someone has become treasurer or someone has become secretary or the vice president or the president, it should not be utilized for their own purpose, right? So it's a basic understanding that the purpose for which it is created, we should utilize it for that particular purpose only, right? So this thing we have already learned, right? And NPO can do commercial activity, right? अपने पास में से कर देना फिर ले लेंगे, right? So NPO can do commercial activity, like if I want to have some set up some restaurant or any kind of concert or stage show, right? So I can do such kind of commercial activity. Now whatever profit I realize, that has to be used for the purpose for which it is created. Means यहाँ पे जो भी पैसा आप collect करते हो, whatever money you are gathering by way of subscription, by way of commercial activity, by way of donation, entire collected amount should be spent for the purpose for which you are created, right? This was very simple. So the final account says you need to prepare receipt and payment, then income and expenditure, which will show how much during the year you have collected and how much you have actually spent. And finally, the corpus, the balance sheet. What is the net worth of this particular NPO? So we had done one problem wherein they will give you receipt and payment. When they give you receipt and payment, it means this is cash basis, right? And we need to convert it into accrual basis. This is simply like trial balance and preparing a final account. When they give you trial balance, right? When they give you trial balance, in that what happens? You have rent, you have salary, you have interest, income, right? So many items are there. Now, whatever rent account balance is there, that is rent paid. Whatever salary account balance is there, that is salary paid. Whatever interest income you have, that is interest received. Below they give you adjustments. So similarly in receipt and payment, whatever item you have, that is paid or received. You adjust with accrual basis. You adjust with some adjustments like outstanding, prepaid, accrued, pre-received, and you get accrual basis figure, right? So this is what we have done last year, right? So we got surplus and then we prepared the balance sheet. And for balance sheet, we needed this opening capital, right? The opening fund. Exactly, we cannot call it as capital because it does not belong to any particular owner. We need to call it as capital fund, right? So this capital fund is calculated by listing out all the opening assets and liabilities. And this is your closing corpus. 59,310. Right? So what I will do today, I'll just take you to institute study material, right? Like you can see here, this is the final account, what it comprises of, right? Donation, subscription are some of the sources of income for not-for-profit making organization. right? NPOs are what? Public hospitals, education institute, clubs, temples, churches, right? Surplus is what? Excess of income over expenditure, right? I'm just taking you through institute study material. Whatever I have taught you, it's there in the institute study material. Basically, summary of cash. It doesn't matter whether it is capital receipt or revenue receipt, capital expenditure or revenue expenditure, right? All types of receipts we show here. Clear? Is it fine? Income and expenditure, accrual basis, only revenue items. Yes or no? That too after doing adjustments. Is it fine? Matching concept. Depreciation also we show of capital expenditure. Capital expenditure and capital incomes are excluded. Only revenue is taken. Right? These are the sources of income. I've already told you. Some commercial activity like concert, match ticket. Any capital receipt. Say, for example, donation I have received for construction of building. So it should be added to building fund, corpus. Last class we did one problem, 50% was capital nature. Capital receipt, whatever we get on sale of fixed asset. This is also capital receipt. Right? These are the few examples of NPO. What is the difference between receipt and payment and income and expenditure? In receipt and payment, all types of receipt, whether it is capital receipt, revenue receipt, it is considered. All types of expenditure, capital expenditure, revenue expenditure is considered. In income and expenditure, only revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. Receipt and payment is prepared under cash basis. Income and expenditure, accrual basis. Non-cash item is also taken in income and expenditure, such as depreciation. Receipt and payment is just like cash book. Income and expenditure is just like profit and loss account. We get surplus and deficit, right? This is what we have done. Type 1 problem. Given receipt and payment, we have to prepare income and expenditure. How we do it? Only take revenue items, that too after adjustment. Same here it is written. Only take revenue items, that too after adjustment. Then prepare opening capital fund. Find out opening capital fund. This is receipt and payment figure. This is receipt 10 marks sure short problem. This is receipt and payment. We have to calculate figure of income and expenditure, means accrual basis. What does accrual basis say? match with the current year. It doesn't matter whether received or not. So 2022 says what? In 2022, I have received 42,000. This is current year. It includes 1,600 for 21, 600 for 23. These two are not for this year. Right? How much is subscription received? We need to calculate. Figure as per. And this will be for income and expenditure account. So what does accrual basis says? Anything related to current year, add. Anything not related to current year, less. इन हिंदी भी से जो इस साल का है ले लो, जो इस साल का नहीं उसको हटा दो. इससे अच्छा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, इससे बेटर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. 1600 पिछले साल का मिला है, 600 रुपए आने वाले साल का मिला है. तीन हजार इस साल का है, 3,000 इस साल का है फॉर 2022 बट नॉट रिसीव्ड. हम क्या बोला? व्हाट डिड आई से यू? इन अक्टूबर बेसिस डजंट मैटर. You just see for the year it relates. Out of 42 received in 2022, 1,600 is for previous year. 600 is for next year. These two are not related to this year. Subtract. This is related to this year. So I will add it. How much? 42,800. Very simple. Done. Again, same. Illustration 2 was for subscription. Illustration 3 is for expense. Same logic. Whether it is asset, whether it is expense, whether it is income, the logic of accrual basis is same. In case of expense not paid, we say outstanding. In case of income not received, we say accrued. Expense paid in advance, we say prepaid. Income received in advance, we say pre-received. But the rule of accrual basis is same. Salary paid for 2022 is 23,000. Right? Now, if I talk about opening outstanding, right? Now, let me just show you one timeline. I have paid 22. In this year, what I will pay for? I will pay for previous year outstanding. I might pay for current year. I might pay for next year. This is what I can pay for. This is 2022. So I might pay for 2021, I might pay for 2022, I might pay for 2023. It means opening outstanding. If I am paying something for 2021, it means as of opening date that was outstanding. Logically tell me, अगर मैं इस साल कोई पैसा दे रहा हूं, हो सकता है पिछले साल का हूं, अगर वो पिछले साल का है तो वो ओपनिंग डेट में आउटस्टैंडिंग होगा. If I am paying today anything of last year, it means as on opening date that was outstanding. That's why I'm paying, na? So opening outstanding is related to last year. Though it is paid this year, but it is related to. So the one which is not related to current year will be subtracted. Closing prepaid. This is related to next year. Again, this is not related to current year. Subtract. The one which is not related to current year will be subtracted. As simple as that. So opening outstanding is 1400. Yes or no? And closing prepaid is 600. Is it fine? So we have 1400 minus, we have 600 minus. Opening prepaid. Now anything which is related to current year that I will take. So there might be a case, that something I might have paid last year, but that is related to current year. The one which I paid last year for current year was prepaid last year. So this I will add. Closing outstanding. The one which is outstanding this year. Closing outstanding means current year outstanding. So again, this is related to current year. $1,800, sorry. Done? How much? Oh, my mistake. This one is 23,000. So this will be 23. So the very basic logic says this is current year, right? Opening outstanding, opening prepaid, closing outstanding, closing prepaid. Now it's an act of past. It's an act of past. It's an act of future. It's an act of future. Very simple logic. I'm trying to explain you in a different way. This is of past. Mean this is related to this year. So we will subtract. Right? This is of future. Past arrow will move back. Future arrow will move front. So this is subtracted. This is future. This is future, right? So this is falling in current year. So it will be added. This is past. So again, this is falling in current year. So it will be added. The one which is falling in current year will be added. The one which is not falling in current year will be subtracted. As simple as that. Rules for cash to approval. Done. So outstanding means past. Due but not paid. Past. Prepaid means paid for future. So outstanding arrow will always move back. Prepaid arrow will always move front. So opening outstanding back last year. Closing outstanding back is current year. So last year minus current year add. Opening prepaid current year add. Closing prepaid next year subtract. Anything not related to current year will be subtracted. Anything related to current year will be added. Balance sheet, it is known as capital fund, corpus. Right? Donations. It may be for revenue or capital expenditure. You need to see the purpose for which the donation is raised. Donation is raised for building construction or donation is raised for meeting out daily activity expenses. For what purpose you have taken donation, right? If it is received for meeting daily expenses, then I will take it in income and expenditure. If it is for building some schools, hospitals, then it is specific intention. I will add it to capital fund. Right? It will come in balance sheet, liability side. If they say it is of capital nature, but they don't specify any purpose, like it is for school building or hospital building, so I take to capital fund. If they specify the purpose that this is for school building, then I create a separate building fund. If intentions are clear, So it is very easy. Donations. If they say revenue receipt means donation received for meeting revenue expenditure. If it is like this, credit to income and expenditure account, right? We will take it as income. If it is capital receipt, purpose is not specified. I will take to capital fund. If it is specified, show separately, such as building fund, whatever. Right? Is it fine, everyone? Is it audible online? Okay. Just give a reading. Right. So let me just show you example. Donation received for Building construction, 10 lakh. Okay, fine. So what is the journal entry I'll do? Cash debit to building fund, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs. This is liability. What it is? Liability. It will not come in income and expenditure. This is not income. So in receipt and payment, we have two donations, 10 lakh. This donation is for what? Is it for meeting revenue expense? Is it for meeting revenue expense? No. This is capital specified for building. So building fund. It means income and expenditure by donation. No, it will not come. Right? In balance sheet, you have capital fund. So you will also have one building fund 10 lakh. So this donation is capital receipt. This donation is revenue receipt. No. This 10 lakhs I have received not for meeting daily expenses. The 10 lakh I have received for building construction. आपने पैसे किस लिए मांगे हैं ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपने पैसे मोबाइल फोन खरीदने के लिए मांगे हैं. राइट. आपने पैसे मोबाइल फोन खरीदने के लिए मांगे हैं कि आपने रेस्टोरेंट में डिनर करने के लिए मांगे हैं. आपके लिए तो वही एसेट हो जाएगा ना मोबाइल फोन. You need to see the purpose for which you have received. Right? You received it for meeting your expenses or creating an asset. It is for, so it will come to capital fund. Since it is specified clearly, so separate fund. Right? Cash invested for the time being, 10 lakh. So this cash I have invested. So what is the entry? Building fund investment debit to cash. Investment is an asset. Yes or no? So this building fund investment means it will specify that building fund is invested. I can normally write investment also, but since I'm specifying, ये वो वाला पैसा है. So what is the situation in balance sheet? Here I have building fund 10 lakh. Here I will have building fund investment 10 lakh. Interest received from investment 1 lakh. So this is cash, 1 lakh. This is receipt in payment to interest, 1 lakh. Usually what you do, like last problem, interest income. Yes or no? We know we take it to income and expenditure. This is wrong. Is it your general fund investment? This is your normal investment. Kya? There can be more investment also. Like you have capital fund, say 80 lakhs, and you have normal investment of 20 lakhs. So this investment belongs to this capital fund. But this investment belongs to this building fund. If I am being specific, what I am being specific, if I am being specific. So interest received from that investment will go to building fund only. It means when I prepare balance sheet, I have building fund 10 lakh plus 1 lakh. It will come 11 lakh. Is it fine? If the funds, specified funds are invested temporarily, interest received from that will be added to the fund. It will not come to income and expenditure. So whenever you have interest received here, see, is it general fund or specific fund? If general fund, then it will come here. Specific fund, it will be added to that fund. Obviously, I have building fund investment of 10. I'm not keeping record of cash, right? So I received donation. I invested money. Then I received interest. Sold investment for 12 lakh. So what I will have? Receipt and payment to sale of investment. First of all, this is capital receipt, right? This is what? This is capital receipt. First of all, what it is? Capital receipt. What is the journal entry? Cash account debit 12 lakh. Building fund investment is of how much? 10 lakhs. Total value is 12 lakh. But investment is 10 lakh. 2 lakh is what? Profit. What did I tell you last day? Sale of investment will not come in this income and expenditure. When I talk about income and expenditure, this will not come. Profit on sale of investment is 2 lakh. It will not come here. Since this is related to specific fund, so it will go to building fund only. So building fund investment will be 0. Building fund was of 11 lakh plus 2 lakh, 13 lakh. Profit on sale of investment specific, it will go to fund account. So when you have specific fund, all addition subtraction will be from that fund, right? Now purchase building for 9 lakh. Now you have actually spent it. So this will be your building account, and this is what building asset. To cash. Now I have already purchased building. The purpose is over. Why I am showing it as a separate liability, you know? Suppose I gave you this money, 10 lakh. I told you that you should make one school building. I told you that you should make one building. Suppose you go to a temple, right? At the time when you do darshan, you gave 500 rupees in that box. Did you specify the purpose? It means once the amount is collected by an NPO, they can use it for whatever purpose they want. It is their corpus now, because this is anonymous donation. But if I tell you, make one school building, I am giving you money, then in that case, once they receive the donation, they cannot use it for any purpose. They have to use it for building purpose. Until they use it for that purpose, it is not their corpus, it is their liability. As of now, it is not corpus. It is liability for NPO. Now, once I make the building, once I purchase the building, once it is done, after making, I am not going to hand over to that person. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि बिल्डिंग बना ले तो बिल्डिंग बनाने के बाद उसको दे देंगे. Is it like that? That after making the, I'm a constructor? No, I'm a not for profit. You gave me for creating a school building. That school building will be used by us only for education of children. Tell me. So once I have made the building, it is not the liability anymore. It will become my purpose. Till it is not made, it is my liability. So this 13 lakh is my liability. The person contributed 10, but whatever earnings I did from this fund, that will also become my liability. Now what has happened? 9 I have spent. Up to 9 lakh, the building is ready. So to that extent, it is not my liability anymore. It will become general fund. It will now come to corpus. It means in receipt and payment, I will have building purchase 9 lakh. Yes or no? Now what is the scenario? Here, building non-current asset. 9 lakh will come. Building fund investment is 0. In capital fund, 9 lakh will be added. In capital fund, 9 lakh will be added because now it is not my liability. It has become my corpus. Out of 39 is free. So 4 lakh is still my liability. So now it will form part of corpus. Part of corpus. Still liability. So up to 4 lakh, I have to still make building.
बिल्डिंग बनने को फिर उसको जनरेट करने दूंगा.
क्या चीज?
बिल्डिंग को पानी करना.
अब तो ये मेरा लाइबिलिटी नहीं हो ना, मेरा ये कॉर्पस में आ गया. बिल्डिंग बन गया. बिल्डिंग बनने से एसेट क्रिएट हुआ ना, तो फंड तो है ना, लेकिन वो फंड अब लाइबिलिटी नहीं है, अब मेरा कॉर्पस में आ गया. You gave me fund not for spending, but for creating asset. So when I'm creating an asset, fund will be there, but now that fund is free. So I'm transferring it to capital fund. I'll take another example. Suppose I am a sports club. I have raised donation for prizes, say 90,000. right? This is donation for prices 90,000. What my NPO does? My NPO recognizes good candidates from all the professional courses. Lions Club. What they do, they organize events and they call students who has topped class 10 in ISC, who has topped class 10 in CBSE from their respective region, who has secured rank 1 from Kolkata in CA Foundation, who has secured rank 1 in intermediate final from Kolkata, who has secured in company secretary CMA actuarial science, CFA, who has excelled. They call those persons and they felicitate on the stage. So they give a lot of prizes. Few NPOs, what they do, they recognize good talent, they give them scholarships. So I've received donation for prizes. Now this money which I have received, I will be using it for events in future. Right? Two donations. Now since purpose is specific, this is meeting for expenses, but not that today. This is not for meeting current expenses. Not current activity. Not revenue received. Anyway, once I distribute prices, this fund will be no more because I have used it. In case of building, I have created an asset. So the fund stays with me. It becomes general fund. But here what will happen, I'll tell you. So what is happening? Cash debit to price fund. 90, 90. So this is balance sheet. Here I have capital fund. I have building fund. I have price fund. How much? 90,000. So since I will use it in future, so it is my capital receipt. Right? Invested above fund. So what is the entry? Price fund investment to cash. Yes or no? 90-90. Yes or no? So I will have here price fund 90K. Price fund investment 90. Same as building fund. I have invested temporarily. Interest received. So cash 10,000. Now this will not go to income and expenditure. It will go to price fund. It will come to fund because the fund investment is specific. So we have price fund 90 plus 10. So it comes 1 lakh. We have price fund investment 90. Right? Sold investment for 95,000. So what I will do? Cash debit 95. You can sell investment of less value also, but I have sold full. Price fund investment 90 to price fund 5,000. Yes or no? So we have price fund investment 0. Price fund was 1 lakh. 1 lakh 5. Right? Purchased prices worth rupees 70,000. Now what will happen? In receipt and payment, you will have buy prices purchase 70,000. So it is an expenditure. So usually what everyone will do? Everyone will take it to price expense. This is wrong. Since you have created the fund, so that fund will decrease directly. It will not come in income and expenditure. Whenever any specific fund is created, any addition, deletion will be done to that fund. Yes or no? So it is price fund debit 70 for the expense part. Expense part is 70, right? Right? So when I prepare balance sheet, one lakh five, I will use this fund. So now here nothing is getting transferred to corpus because the fund is getting used up. The fund is getting used up. This is for more prizes in future. Sir, you are contradicting yourself. You told donation. If it is for meeting revenue expenses, you said it's a revenue receipt. So prizes is also a revenue expenditure. But that is not current. I will use up in future. Or I have set up a fund for it. So you can take an asterisk mark. Sometimes there are some restrictions. Or you can say fund is created. So it will be like this. Once a fund is created, all addition subtraction will be to that fund. No income, no expense. Addition to fund, deletion to fund. Simple. This is what they have said here. When these are invested, I have invested this. See, there's a difference between meeting the, see, when my expenditure is immediate, after receiving the donation, I will immediately spend it. But here, what is happening? I have received it for revenue expenditure, but temporarily I am investing this fund. Try to understand. पैसा मेरे को मिल रहा है, अगर मेरे को जो पैसा मिल रहा है मैं अभी खर्चा कर दूंगा तो डायरेक्टली मैं उसको इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर में ले लूंगा. लेकिन अगर डोनेशन मिला है उसको मैं टेम्पोररी इन्वेस्ट करूं तो इट्स बेटर टू शो इन फंड. एंड व्हेन यू यूज इट, डिक्रीज दैट फंड, डोंट शो एज एक्सपेंस. एक बार फंड में चला गया, जो भी एडिशन डिलीशन होगा वो इनकम एक्सपेंडिचर में नहीं होगा, सीधा फंड में होगा. Once a fund is created, all addition deletion will be to that fund only. Right? Okay. This I have already told you. They will mention whether it's revenue receipt or a capital receipt. Subscription I have already explained to you. Right? Life membership. Every year, whatever you pay, every year, whatever you give, that is annual subscription. But sometimes you give life membership. So that will be a capital receipt. Right? So there are different treatments. Like one is saying that you put in capital fund. One is saying you maintain one life membership fund. And every year you show a some part to income and expenditure. Right? Like suppose I receive 10,000 for 10 years. So I'll show in capital fund, liability side, balance sheet. Then now every year 1,000 I will take to income and expenditure. Right? Just like pre-received. Specific donation, balance sheet, general donation, income and expenditure. This endowment fund donation I have explained to you just right now. Prize fund, right? Building fund. Let us do this question. This is very simple. Illustration 4. Just read once. क्या? हेलो, प्लीज से हाय वंस। हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? चलिए, तो रिसीट एंड पेमेंट दिया हुआ है, सारा एक्सपेंसेस दिया हुआ है, कुछ कुछ एडजस्टमेंट में दिया, इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर बनाने बोला है। ठीक है, क्विकली बना लेंगे। So we have to prepare income and expenditure account. राइट, आइए। न्यू बर्ड 40 क्लब एंड 31 मार्च 2022। न्यू बर्ड 40 क्लब 31 मार्च 2022। चलिए, सबसे पहले ये तो ओपनिंग कैश है, इससे मतलब नहीं है। सब्सक्रिप्शन अगर आप देखेंगे 2021 का लो ही मत, क्योंकि पहले तुम उसको रिसीव में जोड़ोगे फिर घटाओगे, फायदा क्या है? 65,000 मेरे को मिला है 2021 का, एंड 21-22 का मिला 355। तो एट फर्स्ट व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, 2021 plus 21-22, if you do, you get 4,20,000. The moment you take 420, anyway you have to remove 65. So better you take only for current year, that is 21-22, that is 355. Current year there is outstanding 55. Current year there is outstanding 55. So this is current year received. I'm not taking receipt of last year. If I take 420, I have to remove this 65. So better I am taking only current year. Plus current year outstanding is 55. So as of now, the position is buy subscription 355 plus current year related outstanding is 55. So I'll take 410. Done. Donation. Donation is 55. They haven't said anything regarding donation. So I will treat it as revenue receipt because amount is also not that huge. So let us assume that this donation is related to meeting the revenue expenditure. And there is no instruction of creating fund also. So this is revenue receipt. It will be credited to income and expenditure, right? Entrance fees, 50% capitalized. So remaining 50% is revenue. So by donation, assumed revenue received, that is 55. 85,000, 50% is capital. So remaining 50% is revenue. Done. Now the expenditure side means the payment side. Salary and wages is 165. We have outstanding for current year 40,000, right? Outstanding is 40. Then we have office expenses. There is no adjustment for office expenses. So the revenue payment is revenue expenditure. We will take depreciation on sports equipment. It's a capital asset. For capital expenditure, only depreciation part will come. They have said 25% off. 3,42,000. Right? How much? 85? Then we have two telephone, 28. Two electricity, 32. Two traveling, 65. There's no more adjustment. Done. We have deficit or surplus. Just check. Surplus. Excess of income over expenditure. How much?
57.
Huh?
57.
57. Right. Very simple. See, illustration 5, they have created one match fund, right? And we are doing it for March 2022. So already there is match fund of 30,000. More 55 we have received, right? Yes or no? We have got more proceeds by sale of match tickets. So since we have a match fund, so whatever inflow outflow we have, we will do plus minus to that fund, right? So this is balance sheet as on 31st March 2022. So already we have match fund how much? 30,000. Any kind of inflow will be added to match fund how much? 55. Sale of ticket also will be added to this fund. Less. Match expenses how much? 1,10,000. So we have 5,000 negative. It will be zero in outer column. Once the fund is exhausted, any remaining expenditure will come in income and expenditure, 5,000. Fund is exhausted. Fund cannot have negative balance. Excess expense will be debited to income and expenditure account. This was opening balance of match fund. Already I have received some donation. Okay. This illustration 6 is very simple. 4 lakh 50 subscription received, right? Just do it orally. Let us do orally. And my year is 21-22. My current year is 21-22. These subscription include 20,000 for year ended 31st March 21. It means this is for 21-22. The amount which I have received is for 21-22. This subscription includes for year ended 21, means this is for 2021. So not of current year, minus 20,000. On 31st March 2022, we have not received. So this is current year outstanding. I will take it. Advance subscription received for the year ended this current year. Now, whatever is for current year, it means that is included in this 4 lakh 50, but that is related to last year. Sorry, that is related to next year, 26,000. So this 20,000 received for last year. Subtract this 26,000 received for next year. Subtract. So minus 20 minus 26. For 2022 not received. So this is current year add. This was received last year but related to current year. So I will add it. So minus 20 minus 26 plus 15 plus 18. They have done it in account format, but you can just do in statement format. Right? So there are more sums to practice. You can see. Can you see? All practice problem. Right? So you can practice at home and watch my videos also. Like I have taught from receipt and payment, income and expenditure. But in video, from income and expenditure, how to prepare receipt and payment. In video, income and expenditure, receipt and payment is given. Prepare two balance sheet, opening and closing. So these are the three types of problem which you get in exam. It is there in video. You can solve it, right? I'll do one more problem now. And then we'll take a break and come for partnership post break. So in this problem, they have given income and expenditure and balance sheet. We are here to prepare receipt and payment. Can you see? They have told to prepare receipt and payment. So accrual to cash, right? Illustration 12. Right? Now let me read along with you, right? This is expenditure. Unkeep of ground, printing, salary, depreciation, rent, right? What are these? These are expenditure. These are income, subscription, sale of newspaper, lecture, entrance, miscellaneous, right? Okay. These are liabilities. This balance sheet is closing balance sheet, right? Subscription received in advance. Then price fund opening you have. Price fund you have addition. Price fund you have subtraction. Then general fund. General fund you have addition. General fund you have subtraction. Got my point? Isn't it? Okay. Then you have asset. Then you have ground and building asset. Then you have price fund investment. Then you have cash in hand closing. And then you have subscription outstanding, right? Okay. With respect to unkeep and printing, right? 600 and 240 is 2021, but they were paid in 21-22. Now I will not check whether it is related to current year or not. Now I will check whether it is paid or received in current year or not. The one which is paid and received in current year, I will add it. The one which is not paid or received in current year, I will subtract. Because in accrual basis, it was taken. So in receipt basis, I will exclude those. In accrual basis, current year outstanding was added because it was related to current year. In receipt basis, since it is not received, I will not take it. I will subtract. Got my point? Logic is very clear. Half of the entrance fee was capitalized and transferred to general. I can easily see that. See, 1300 entrance fee is income and 1300 entrance fee is capitalized. So how much is received? 2600. And these two adjustment is for subscription that I will deal later. Is it fine? Very simple problem. There is nothing much in it. Right? Shall we move ahead? Huh? Okay. So what I will do, I will start with income and expenditure. These expenditure are my payments. Yes or no? And all these expenditure are on which basis? I have to make it cash basis, right? Okay. First of all, unkeep of ground 10,000. This 10,000 is for current year. This 10,000 is for accrual basis. Below they have said 600 was related to last year. So when it was related to last year, it means when I calculated accrual basis, this was taken or not taken? Not taken. But since it is paid in current year, so now it needs to be taken. So what I will do? Payment side. Payment side. Unkeep of ground 10,000 plus 600. Right? By printing. It is 1,000. At 240. Because it is paid in current year. By salaries 11,000. Depreciation is non-cash. Forget it. By rent 600. Done. So the expenditure side is done. Clear? Now come to income side. Income side means receipt. So first I will leave one space for opening cash balance, which I don't know. Then there is subscription, which I told I will teach you later. Yes or no? Forget subscription for the time being, right? Sale of newspaper. This is receipt. Lecture. This is also receipt. I've given lecture and received some money. Entrance fee. This is also receipt plus that capital one. Double it. Because this is half. Miscellaneous income also, this is income. Done. To sale of old newspaper. How much is the amount? 260. To lecture fee, how much? 1,500. To entrance fee, how much? Very good. Because I will take here total receive. 1,300 is revenue received and 1,300 is capital received. You pick up one item and calculate cash basis. Miscellaneous income, how much? 400, and then we have deficit. So income and expenditure is over. Income and expenditure is over. Now we will see balance sheet. Okay. First, liability side. So this is subscription. I told you I will take later. Coming to price fund. There is interest added. So this I might have received. That is why it is added to price fund. And this is prices distributed. So this is I have spent it. So this is my inflow and this is my outflow. Interest received 1000. Buy prices 2000. Now deficit is again non-cash. Interest I have already taken. Done. Coming to furniture, it's an asset. They have not said any addition to asset in adjustment. Ground and building is also asset. There is no addition. Purchase during the year. They haven't said any purchases. Price fund investment. This is also asset. If nothing is mentioned, I will assume that these assets were there. Cash in hand, 2300. So this will be my done. So I will take this subscription figure and this opening cash will be balancing figure. Right? You can just check. There is no more adjustment apart from subscription left. Right? Clear? Now listen to me. This is as per accrual basis 17,320. Yes or no? Okay. This subscription is for 23, 24, 22, 23. It means next year. It means you must have not taken when it did accrual basis. But in this cash basis, I will, because this is received. That is why it is for next year. Na? If today I am saying something is for next year, it means I have received that. When I calculated accrual basis, this was not taken because it was related to next year. But when I'm calculating cash basis, so this will be taken. So 100 I will add. Right? Outstanding of current year. 21, 22. So when I did accrual basis, this was taken because it doesn't matter whether received or not. But now it matters whether received or not. So since not received, I will not take this. Yes or no? So this 700 I will subtract because since this is not received. So 100 I will add, 700 I will subtract. Right? Opening date outstanding. Closing date outstanding, already I know 700. Opening date outstanding. I must have received it. Because when I did accrual, I did not take it because this was of last year. But this year I might have received this. Okay. Opening date pre-received. 2021 pre-received means this is for 21-22. So when I did accrual basis, I took it. Now I will remove it. So it's very simple. Note 1. Subscription as per 17,320. Right? Receive for 22, 23, 100. Not receive for 21, 22, 700. Receive for 2020, 21. Yes or no? Huh? How much is opening outstanding? 800. Received in 2021. I will subtract this. This I have received in 21, 22. This I have received in 21, 22. I have received for next year. I have received for last year. I did not receive for current year. I received in last year for current year. Right? How much is this? Same. This is cash basis. I will tell you one more way to do it. Just see. What you can do, you can prepare subscription ledger. Right? So you know to income and expenditure figure. You know this. And you need this badly. Yes or no? Now, subscription receivable is an asset, means outstanding. And advance is liability. Yes or no? Opening date outstanding. Opening date outstanding is receivable or liability? Receivable asset. So to balance carried down. 800. Opening date asset. So closing date asset will be here. Similarly, opening date pre-received is 200. So closing date pre-received will be here. You can do it by this also. This is one of the very simplest way of doing it. Income outstanding means asset. We start from debit. Or income advance means liability. We'll start from credit. So we write opening, so closing will be on the other side. So even if they give you cash wala, you can calculate income and expenditure. In this sum, they have given income and expenditure, you get cash wala. Done. How much is cash opening? This is 17 divided. How much is cash opening? 4660. Okay. Let's go for a break.